Alright, out of my butt maintenance. I'm going to be working on assembly, pop-up assembly. Here we go, here we go. Take this apart. We're going to loose fit it, and we're going to do our cutting and get it all back together. So my name's Justin Hogan. Here we go. These things. Come on, come on. So loose fitting. Loose fitting this. How we can do. See if I need to cut any major part off this. That's where it's going to sit. On this. Looks like we're going to have to remove it live. Let's get this pipe out of the way. I'll bet you anything somebody used some goddamn. Really? Bet you anything someone used some goddamn siliconius on this. Siliconius. Probably got all sorts of stuff up in here, according to this nice smell that had. I unclogged the old one. It had so much crud up in there. Well, I didn't have to unclog it when I went to go pull it out and replace it. I looked in there and there was so much rungus up in there. Like how everybody throws buckets away, and then I have to use a bin. It smells like there's stuff in this thing right now. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. Well, I don't want to sit here and smell this all fucking day. I'm taking that out. That was a gorgeous smell. All sorts of crap in here. They'll bleach and wash this. Let's get the water here. Do my dry fittings. Okay, we're coming from an 1.25 inches, which is the pop-up. To a 2-inch. How much garbage do we have in here? I want to go. How much play do I have down here? I could cut a little bit here and that would make that longer. So let's take a little chunk off that. See where that brings me. Where did my Jimmy Jam go? That's always nice. Found it. It just hacks all this off. I want a good smooth cut, so I want a good smooth cut. So I won't get as many tangles up. I'm going to just overshoot this video so you don't have to see all the hookup to the bottom. I'm just going to do the assembly for the pop-up, and then the P-trap could be something else. Are we through? We should be through. Looks like we are. Through. Why aren't we breaking off here? And there we go. Nice smooth cut. Let's get this thing put together. Let's get it mostly put together, then we'll sometimes this thing here is a two-man job. Because you need two hands to do this. And that's why you need two people. But I don't got two people. I only got one person. Let's get this all up in here closer, so that when we go to put in the Alright, that's what it looks like. So underneath, let's get this on in. It'll straighten itself out once I start tightening this down. Back and forth, I guess. I've always put some plumber's putty in the gap. I work wants us to put silicone caulk underneath, so that's what I'll do. But for now, I'm going to do this putty around the upper part, like I generally do when I do any during assembly, like the kitchen one I did before. I push this in. I start turning this. This is forcing the rubber ring up, which at this point I will do what my work wants me to do. I put some siliconeous. There it is. Boop, 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 boop. Where'd my knife go? Using the siliconeous much because it just gets all over. Squeeze you up in this area. Squeeze you up in this area. And squeeze a little bit more in this area. And move it around with my finger. Or I can just rotate, and then I know that you're all covered. I have to wipe all of that up, all this extra up. Now I'm at the point that hands are not going to help. Something on this thing while I tighten it down. I know there's a wrench for this. I have it somewhere in my stuff. I'm sure I have a wrench for this. Still focusing on. I don't even know what I'm looking at. My camera. Hoping. I'm still looking at the bottom of the sink. there. Where's my thread? I like to put some thread tape on this. No thread tape. Oop, thread tape. Let's see which way I'm going to turn this on. Since I'm threading it that way, I'll put the thread tape on that way. Get a nice good 4 rounds or so. Oops. Would you get away from me? There we go. Facing the wrong way. But we can fix that. I turn the whole assembly. One time around. Come on, why are we not doing this? That is not even one time around, really. And there we are. I still hope I'm looking at the right thing. I have no idea where my camera's pointing. Looks like we got some down in there. Looks like it good. And now we already have the old one, which should be fine. I need this. Drop that in there. Pull it back up. Make sure we have it like that. This off the back. So underneath, we are putting this in this hole, and we're trying to catch the pop-up itself. Turning on just a little bit, and hopefully, with just like that, we did catch it. Oh, we're so lucky. Tighten that down underneath. right now, pop will be closed. That'd be open. We're gonna stick this little catcher on the back. Slide that in there. Catch that to right there. Open, closed, open, and closed. Let's check up above. Open, closed, open, closed. And that's how I do a pop-up assembly. We will clean this up and then make sure it doesn't leak. We'll put the P-trap on.
Unknown caller.